Hello there, welcome back. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe first. If you've done so, let's go. So today, we're gonna talk about contracts players. So this kind of players, you can sign them in January for free. They will arrive in the next season, when the start of the next season. I always love this kind of deals because you don't need to pay for them, you only pay for their wages, and then even you don't really use them for one season, you can just sell them, even just half season, you can earn money out of them usually. But be aware that most of these players won't earn you that much money because they are quite old already, so other teams won't likely to buy them unless they are really good. So make sure they are over 23 years old so you can sign them. But I'm gonna show you some players that you can sign for free in the January. We got a few then. Let's start off with Thiago Silva, 34 years old, and his contract is running also. Like, look at his stats. He's still very good. According to my coach, they say he's an important player but maybe past his best. In my opinion, he's still very good. Like, if you can get him in next season just for backup, just use his mental stats to mentor your players, still very good for you. But be aware his wage is crazy high. That's the only downside of him. Next up is Thomas Meunier. He's relatively cheap with 52k wage only. Still a pretty good right back. In PSG team, he's a 2.5 star player, but look at his stats. He's pretty rounded. Like, I think he can be a good player for most of the team. Like, maybe not team that can challenge for the title, but can be a good backup for you. He's a right back that can play until right mid, even play as a central midfield. I think he's pretty useful. Edinson Cavani, 32 years old already. He is on 275k though, be aware of that, but his stats are crazy good. Still very good. 17 finishing, 17 composure. His pace is still alright. 14 pace, 14 pace, 14 acceleration. Still very good. You can still use him. Lavin Kurzawa, which I signed on my Roma save. If you not yet watch it, you can click the link on top left to watch it. So he did alright for me. I won't say like he did brilliant. I only get him for 50k. But although I signed him for like 975k into half like January transfer window, he's alright. Like, he can be first choice left back in my opinion for lots of teams. Now starting from now, we're gonna go through the list I made that are non-PSG players. We're gonna start from goalkeeper. Some of them are quite old, as you can see. The first one here, Claudio Bravo. His stats are really good. Like, ignore what happened to him in real life. He is still a very good goalkeeper, but be aware his wage is 115k. I don't think he's gonna be starter for you. Like, he's usually gonna be like backup. So, but if you want him to be backup, also can. He's still pretty good in my opinion. Next up, we got Willy Caballero. The same case with Claudio Bravo as well. But his wage is way lower, 30k only. You can easily sign him. He can be really good backup for you. His stats are still there. Although he's 37 years old, my approaching retirement, so be aware of that. Next we got Joe Hart. This guy is probably the worst of the all, but I think he's the cheapest one. Oh no, sorry, I think it's gonna be Caballero because Joe Hart's currently on 45k wage. But I think he still can be a good goalkeeper for backup, maybe not really first choice, but still decent. Joe Hart. Ignore what happened to him in real life. All the three goalkeepers I picked, you need to ignore what happened to them in real life. Next we got Nacho from Real Madrid. I love this guy because of his versatility. Like, he can play left back, center back, right back. His stats are very good as well. Like, capable of playing all of the back line easily. Although he's on 140k, that's the only downside of him, but he's very versatile. I usually take him in for cover, put him on the bench. Like, he can come on for all three positions, all three defensive positions that I need. Next we got Jan Vertonghen, 32 years old already, but still a very good center back as well. I will say he's one of the best center back in this game at least, because his mental stats are really strong. Maybe his pace is a little bit lower, but his defensive stats is still very good. 86k. But last time when I played with Tottenham, I think he asked for quite high wage though. That's the thing. Pay attention to that. Next we got Giorgio Chiellini. my god, look at those stats, all green color. I put my stats 15 or higher is on green color, so those highlighted stats, just look at them. How many green you got there? Only jumping reach and pace are lower than 15. No, actually, oh no, lower than 16. Jesus, he's really good, but he's quite old already, and then he's quite injury prone. Just be aware. Next up, we got Sergio Ramos. I don't need to explain to you, like 20 hitting, 20 determination. He's just a machine in this game. Although he's start aging though, I still will have him in my team. Maybe even starting for the second season if I'm like lower league, not lower league team, like team that are not challenging for the title. But you need to persuade him to join first. He's on 475k though. That's the thing. Next up, we got Lucas Piszczek. We're going to the right back now. Still a very good right back though, although he's aging, but his pace, I'm not sure what's gonna happen when he turns 35, and then next season on probably gonna be lower, but I think he still can be a very good backup aspect. And then he's a team leader as well, dressing room leader. Although his leadership doesn't show that, but in my Dortmund save he was a team leader, so I recognize he gonna be team leader in the other team as well, with his lots of international experience, Champions League experience as well. Next we got a centre back from Atletico Madrid, Stefan Savic. He's still a regular starter, but I saw him got transfer listed like in the January before. He's still a really good centre back at the 28 years old, and his contract is running out 2020. Obviously, he's not gonna cost a lot. Actually, his current wages is below 100k, and I reckon you can get him around 100k plus a little bit. Shouldn't be that high, and he got decent pace, good mental stats, suitable centre back, can be a starter easily. Next, by the time you get him in the next year, he's only going to be 29, still can be a starter for you easily. Next, we got Blaise Matuidi from Juventus, former PSG. Just look at those stats. He's 32, but his physical is still very, very strong, except his jumping reach. And then most of his mental stats is crazy good. Man, your dressing room reader is here already. Most of this free contract, contract guy is probably gonna be your dressing room reader, but some of them can be good cover as well, in my opinion. And he got the personality of model citizen. That's the favorite personality of probably all FM players. You can easily mentor your players into like really, really good players. Next we got United man, Nemanja Matic. I still like him. Like, although lots of United fans doesn't like him, but in this game he's still pretty good. Except he's a little bit slow, but his defending stats are still brilliant. Although pay attention, he's transfer listed by United. That's the only thing you need to pay attention. Someone else might buy him, so make sure you act quickly at the start of the January. Next we got Charles Aranguiz, a Chilean from Bayern Leverkusen. Probably not much people recognize this player, but I really like him. I feel that most of the time, but in this game, according to the game, he's better at deep line playing. Yeah, he got the stats to do so, but in real life, I saw him like a box-to-box midfielder, and he's really good. He got 17 stamina, 17 work rate. Although he's 30 years old, his physical is gonna go down a bit, but he's very rounded. Next, we're gonna go into Liverpool man Adam Lallana. Just look at the stats as well. Like, most of these players, I don't need to talk about like how good they are. The stats just tells you everything already. Except just need to pay attention to their physical. It's just gonna start going down. Their mental stats are usually quite good as well. So yeah, just pick one up. They will be helpful in my opinion. Especially into the next season when you start selling some of your older players. And then we got Evan Banega, 30 years old only. He's wanted though at the start of the game by Juventus. He's very, very good as an advanced playmaker, even deep line playmaker on support. He's a playmaker type of player compared to the last two midfielders like box to box or defensive players. Next up we got James Rodriguez from Real Madrid. He went on loan to Bayern Munich for a year, but then come back to Real Madrid again. And at the start of this game, you're gonna have him transfer listed at 42.5 million. But when I play on my own save, I actually bought him for around 20 million in total. But I even heard people saying like if you try to wait until the deadline, then you might even get him for like less than one really cheap value. But I'm not sure. But for one thing for sure is his contract is running out at 2020, and he is really world class center attacking midfield. That's all I can tell you. And you can pick him up for free, just paying his wages. His wages is probably gonna cost around like 230k to 250k, something like that. And he definitely worth every single penny. Just look at his stats. I don't even need to tell you about it. Next we got someone on the right wing, Jose Callejon. Still got some pace in him, but I'm not sure what's gonna happen to his pace in the next season when he joins you. He currently got 15 acceleration, 15 agility, 14 pace. He's most suitable according to the game is advanced playmaker, so I reckon like even he joined you next season and then he lost his pace, you can still retrain him to play as the center attacking midfield. As you can see, his advanced playmaker stats are still very good. Next up we got Ryan Fraser. His stats are the least good one out here, but he's young. That's the thing. He's still very young. And his wage is quite low as well because he's playing for Bournemouth. I still think he got lots of room to grow as well. He can play both left and the right as well. Scottish international, he's wanted by someone else, so pay attention to Everton. Okay. Next we got the veteran David Silva. If you watch a lot of Premier League, I don't even need to tell you how good this guy is already. I'm a big fan of him. And then we got Willian on the wing. Also can play as a centre attacking midfield. He's only 30 years old though. I thought like I've been watching him for a while. Like I'm surprised he's only 30 years old. Be aware that he got the traits of cut inside from both wings. So even you play him on the right, he can't play winger. You can only play him as an advanced playmaker or inverted winger. No, I don't really like that because Willian only can play on right foot. So I prefer you either play him in the center attacking midfield or right winger as an advanced playmaker or left wing. Don't do winger on the right. He's gonna get confused by your instructions because he wants to cut inside, but you tell him to go outside. Giacomo Bonaventura, a very versatile player, can play left mid, center attacking midfield, left attacking midfield. Even the right hand side also can do so. His stats are very rounded. He's only 29 years old as well, like worth some money. Even you just get him in and then sell him half season or one season after, you still can earn a lot of money out of him. Next we got Luka Modric, the guy that beat Ronaldo and Messi on Ballon d'Or. I mean, just look at his stats, like a lot of them are all green. He's still got decent physical as well, except he can't hit the ball with that 7 jumping reach and hitting, but the rest still very good. But he's on 400k wages though, so be aware of that. Next we got Mario Götze, the World Cup final goal scorer that won the World Cup for Germany. He's very injury prone though, but he's still a very good player in my opinion. Like, of course not like Modric level earlier, but his stats are still pretty decent. Next we got Pedro, another Chelsea man, who also got the traits of cut inside from both wings and then can play naturally in the front three. What makes him better than Willian in my opinion is the preferred foot. He's good on both feet, so you can play left, right, and then play inside forward. Doesn't matter, he can do the job. Next we got Dries Mertens, a very pacey striker, but he's actually can play wing for you, like, but still like his stats are, he got 17 finishing, 16 composure, a very good striker. Even you get him late, 1 year late, his physical is gonna go down, but he still can score you some goals off the bench. And then the lion himself, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, 37 years old. He might retire. That's the only thing. Like, I don't need to tell you how good Zlatan is. His stats are still very good, except his pace, of course. But he will ask quite a bit of money. He's currently on 180k. Last player we got today is Olivier Giroud. He's slightly worse than Zlatan, but most of his stats are still very good. Like, he's good target man. That's all I can tell you. But his pace is a little bit low, like in real life. And he's 32 years old, but still pretty good. Okay, that's it for all the players, but I need to remind you this is the updated version, 20.4 version, so be aware of it. That's it for today. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like the video. See you other time.